I'm going to tell you something that your real estate agent is probably afraid to say. Selling your home is absolute hell. It's stressful, time-consuming, expensive, and emotionally draining. But what if I tell you that there's a way to sell your home without losing your mind in the process? If you're new here, I'm Hasna Pierce, your local realtor here north of Metro Atlanta. Now, let's get into it. Number one, knowing your motivation. Secondly, identifying your obstacles. And finally, creating a solid plan. Let's start with motivation. The absolute foundation of successfully selling your home is understanding why you're doing it in the first place. Are you downsizing? Are you getting relocated for work? You need more space for your growing family. Or maybe you're facing foreclosure. Whatever your reason, you need to get crystal clear on it. I really recommend you putting it in writing and stick it on your refrigerator or your bathroom mirror. Anywhere you'll see it every day. Why? Because when you are knee-deep in boxes, dealing with lowball offers, or frustrated with the whole process, you need that reminder of your end goal. Trust me, you'll want to give up multiple times throughout this journey, and your why is what will keep you going. Okay, let's talk about the obstacles, right? And preparing your home for sale can sometimes look like an obstacle. The number one thing that makes selling feel impossible is the staging and preparation. And it can make you feel very overwhelmed. This does not have to happen overnight. Give yourself permission to take time. If you're feeling paralyzed by the enormity of it all, try this little mind hack I use. Tell yourself you have 6 months to get everything ready. This takes the pressure off immediately. Then just start with one small area, maybe a single drawer or a closet. It's amazing how quickly momentum builds once you just start. What usually happens is that 6 months timeline suddenly shrinks to 3 months. And before you know it, everything's done in 6 weeks. But that initial pressure release is what makes it possible. Now, if you're in a situation where you absolutely need to sell quickly and don't have time for all that prep work and staging and decluttering, here's some good news. You can sell your home as is. Selling as is means you're offering the house in its current condition without making repairs or improvements. You'll still need to disclose, though, any issues that you're aware of, such as electrical problems, plumbing issues, roof damage, but you don't have to fix them. Will you get top dollar? Probably not. Buyers will likely offer below market value. But if time, physical limitations, or financial constraints make preparing for your house impossible, this option exists and it works. There's always a buyer out there for your house. The question is just how much you'll get for it. But hear me on this. Don't lose your house to foreclosure because you're paralyzed by the idea that no one will buy it unless it's perfect. That is simply not true. Now let's talk about market research and pricing. That's the second major source of stress, trying to make sense of the market research and pricing. You might interview several agents who all give you different prices. Then you go on Zillow and you check it, and Zillow gives you yet another number. Don't even get me started on Zillow estimates. They haven't even seen the inside of your house. How could they possibly know what it's worth? Let me simplify this for you. First, the best time to sell is when you are ready. Don't let market predictions and election years or seasonal changes pressure you. Those factors are outside of your control. Pricing is simple. List it at market value. Not above, not below, just at market value. If you are going to make an error, slightly below market is better than above because you'll likely get multiple offers driving that price up. So, how do you determine market value? I always recommend getting an actual appraisal. Yes, it costs money, but it sets realistic expectations and gives you negotiating power. I had a buyer last year that came in with an offer about $30,000 before asking price. I showed them the appraisal and they immediately came up to our price. That appraisal saved my seller $30,000. It is worth it for that small price you will pay for an appraisal to get exactly what you need for the sale of your home. The third major stressor, that is dealing with showings and open houses. If you have kids, pets, or work from home, having strangers walk through your space is incredibly disruptive. Here's my advice. Set boundaries. You don't have to be available for showings 24/7. Work with your agent to create specific showing windows, maybe Tuesday evenings from 5 to 7 p.m. and Saturday afternoons, let's say from 1 to 4 p.m. This lets you plan your life around those times and reduce the constant disruptions. And please be careful with lock boxes. When there isn't an appointment, put those lock boxes inside and only place them out as you're leaving for the showing. Whether you're selling as is or fully staged, you still need to move eventually. So start collecting boxes now. Here's a money-saving tip. Find someone who just moved into your neighborhood. Trust me, they have stacks of boxes and they'd be thrilled to get rid of them. Now for the hard truth. About 80% of the stuff in your house, nobody wants it. Not even you. So get a dumpster if you can and start being ruthless about decluttering. If you have physical limitations that make this difficult, work with a realtor who can connect you with a resource to help. There are services specifically designed to assist homeowners with packing, sorting, and moving. Okay, let's talk about once you get the offer in and then the negotiation process, right? Ooh, stressful. Many sellers do worry about the negotiation because they don't feel comfortable with conflict or haggling. So work with the realtor. This is exactly why having the right agent is crucial. Interview at least 3 agents before choosing one. Look for someone with proven negotiation skills and plenty of experience in your area. They should be able to tell you what's customary to negotiate in your market and handle those discussions on your behalf. If you'd like help finding qualified agents to interview, I do have a referral service that can match you with pre-screened professional in your area. I'll put that in the link in the description. Give me a call and I'll hook you up. Okay, let's talk about paperwork and disclosures. The mountain of paperwork and legal obligations can be incredibly overwhelming. Again, this is where a good agent earns the compensation. They should walk you through every single document, explain what you're signing, and make sure you understand your legal obligations. If you're even thinking about selling the next 6 to 12 months, start interviewing agents now. Getting familiar with the process early will make it much less overwhelming when the time comes. One of the hardest parts of selling a home isn't logistical at all. It's emotional. Your home holds memories. Maybe you've raised your children there, celebrated milestones, anniversaries, or created a sanctuary during difficult times. The emotional attachment can't be rushed, and I would never minimize those feelings. As someone who's moved frequently, I understand how hard it is to leave a place you love. Only you can decide if moving forward to a new chapter is more important than staying with those memories. For some people, staying put is the right choice, and that's perfectly okay too. Selling a home takes a tremendous amount of time and energy. There's no way around it. But I can tell you from experience that the effort you put in almost always pays off. Just like building this YouTube channel when I started it. It was rough. I'm still working on it, but the time and energy I have invested has been rewarded. People sell their homes every single day. The key is to do it at your own pace without external pressure. The uncertainty of the process is another major source of anxiety. When will my house sell? Will it sell at all? What if the market changes? While there are always unknowns, a good agent can provide statistics that help manage expectations. They should tell you the average days on market for homes in your area and price point. For example, in Forsyth County, Georgia, at the time of this video, homes between $600,000 to $800,000 typically sell in about 50 days. Homes under $475,000 typically sells under 30 days. If your home is on the market longer than that, it might be time to reassess your strategy. Your agent should provide consistent feedback so you can adjust your approach if needed. Finally, many sellers worry about the financial aspects. How much will selling cost me? What about commissions, escrow fees, title fees, repairs, and so on and so on? My advice? Get an agent in your home as soon as possible to create a net sheet, even if your house isn't ready to show yet. Trust me, they've seen it all and won't judge your unmade beds or piles of laundry. A good net sheet will show exactly what you can expect to pay and what you will walk away with. Having this information up front eliminates a huge source of stress and anxiety and can actually boost your motivation when you see the potential profit. Selling your home is a big undertaking. There's no denying that. But breaking it down into manageable pieces and addressing each concern individually makes the process so much more doable. Remember the 3 keys to success. Know your motivation, identify your obstacles, and create a plan that works for you. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I post every week to help navigate the market with confidence. If you are in the Forsyth County area and looking to buy or sell, I'd love to interview for that job. My contact information is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.